Hi guys, second game now. Pass and Baller. We are here discussing February 15 NBA Game Day. This is the game between Houston Rockets and Washington Wizards. Before we start, I'm just inviting everyone who have not joined and who have not subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, Pass and Baller, to please bash on that button below, the subscribe button, and also include that bell logo or bell button beside it. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever we have new videos up. Okay, so let's take a look at the standings of both teams. Again, these would be Houston Rockets and Washington Wizards. Starting with Washington Wizards, they are actually the number 15 or the last team of the Eastern Conference with 7 wins and 17 losses. But the thing about Washington Wizards is that they won last night, and they won against one of the best teams of the East, which is Boston Celtics, and they won by 13 points. So possibly there's momentum coming into this game. We'll see. Um, Again, their opponent would be Houston Rockets. They are the number 12 team of the West with 11 wins and 15 losses. Thing about Houston Rockets is that they've been losing, and when I say they've been losing, they are actually having or suffering a 5 game losing streak. So that is such a streak. Although it is understandable because they're missing Christian Wood, and they have missed Oladipo, and there were actually some games wherein they also missed Wall. 5 games is just too long for a losing streak, and for the NBA right now, they have to put the halt or put the stop on this losing streak ASAP. Taking a look at the details of this game, this one would be played at Washington, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. So Washington Wizards would be enjoying the home court advantage. As per the fatigue factor, Washington played yesterday against Boston Celtics while Houston rested. So Washington must be having those tired legs towards the second half, and let's see if Houston Rockets can actually take advantage of that. If they would, if they would do a lot of fast breaks and all that, and if the game would be a little bit close, then Houston might really have an advantage in terms of fatigue. So Houston has a bit of an advantage going to this one. Now, taking a look at the injury list for Houston Rockets, as mentioned earlier, Christian Wood is still out. Dante Exum is still out. Sadly, Victor Oladipo, John Wall's partner, is out for this game. So Christian Wood, Victor Oladipo out. Those two could easily be 40 or 50 points in a night for Houston Rockets. So really, there should be like a couple or maybe several players who need to step up in terms of scoring if Houston would really want to win a game. Now, for Washington Wizards, we all know Thomas Bryant is actually out for the rest of the season. Anthony Gill is actually listed as day to day. Ish Smith won't be playing. And Russell Westbrook is actually listed as day to day. Russell Westbrook played yesterday, so highly likely he would be playing tonight. I'm not really sure, but that's how it is listed down here. Okay, so who am I picking? By the way, I haven't checked on the spread yet. Spread is minus 1.5 for Washington Wizards, and for Houston it's plus 1.5. Um, this is hard, honestly, because Washington Wizards, they won yesterday, and that was a huge win. They defeated Boston Celtics by 13 points, and for Houston Rockets, they have been losing, and they've lost 5 games straight. They don't have Christian Wood yet, and they don't have Oladipo too. So what's going to happen? There are a lot of things to consider. Washington Wizards, really, they haven't won back to back for a while now. The last time they won back to back was more than a month, If I'm not mistaken, that was January 3rd when they had back-to-back wins. I'm talking about Washington Wizards. So that's how inconsistent and that's how weak Washington Wizards have been. So this is actually a question mark for me whether they can go back-to-back. Now for Houston Rockets, I know they're missing two of their best players, but they have John Wall. They have Jay Sean Tate. They have Boogie. They have Eric Gordon. So what I'm simply trying to say is that I think Houston has a better chance of winning here. And Houston is a better team. I gotta be honest. Houston is a better team. It's just that they lost the groove. I don't know if you guys could remember. Houston was in a winning streak at one point. It's just that when they started losing Christian Wood and Oladipo has been sidelined and all that when this winning streak happened. So they are in a 5-game losing streak. This losing streak has to stop and will stop. I just don't know when, but I kind of feel like it will be tonight. So I'm picking Houston Rockets on this. Houston plus 1.5. John Wall would have an extra motivation playing against Washington Wizards because that is, we all know that's his former team. Washington Wizards for sure would want to get back at Houston because the first time these two teams met, Houston took care of Washington Wizards, but I think it won't be that easy for Washington Wizards because they already played yesterday, and Eric Gordon and John Wall can actually exchange scoring against Westbrook and Beal. Obviously Beal and Westbrook would be better, but there are other options that Houston has, and I'm really picking that Houston would win on this. And again, it's just too long for this losing streak to continue for a good team such as Houston Rockets. So I'm picking Houston Rockets on this one, and I'm still doubting Washington Wizards if they could go back-to-back wins. So my pick on this one would be Houston plus 1.5. Let's just take that plus just to be safe, okay? Again, that's Houston Rockets plus 1.5. If you got a Facebook account, just click on the button in the upper right hand of our YouTube account, our YouTube channel. It will bring you to our Facebook page. Just follow and like that page, and also send us messages or questions on our Messenger account whenever you want or need to. Okay. By the way, I'll be working on the rest of the games. Just just stay around, and I'll be uploading them soon. Peace out, pass and love, and God bless.